Welcome back to another project on our fixer-upper where we are finally updating the exterior paint. The body of the house is pale yellow and the trim is brown. These colors are just not our style and we're ready to freshen it up with a new color and an updated look. I'm gonna do this myself with pro results and I'm gonna show you how you absolutely can too. There is a bit of stone on the front of our house, and where it meets the siding, the caulk lines are old and have all cracked, separated, and failed. This needs to be replaced, and the first step is to remove the old caulk. We used a mixture of a putty knife, a utility knife, and a paint scraper, and pretty easily cleared the old caulk out. Here's a tip before applying new caulk. Look on the side of your gun and you'll see a small hole. When you press the trigger, a blade moves back and forth inside the hole. This is a super convenient spout cutter for the tip of your caulk tube. I then applied the new caulk and sealed up the joints, making sure to use an exterior caulk that is a good quality, flexible, paintable, and will hold up to the elements. If your siding uses nails, this is also a good time to put a dab over those nail holes as well. Walk around, take your time, and find anything that needs repairing or sealing. Washing the house before painting is a very important step because paint doesn't stick to dirt and you want to get a strong bond. And you can see that this house is definitely past due for a cleaning. Be careful not to power too hard and damage your siding with the pressure, but instead just give it a good washing. I was able to get off a ton of dirt. It was super satisfying to get it clean and know that we're giving the new paint a fresh surface and every opportunity to last. The rocks are not getting painted, but we went ahead and gave them a much needed cleaning as well. The algae on these lower rocks isn't budging, so leave me a comment below if you know of any good solutions to help get this off. It's super satisfying to get the house clean and give the new paint a fresh surface and every opportunity to last. This is masking film and this is a hand masker. The film is a lifesaver for protecting windows and doors from paint, and the tool applies the painter's tape to the masking film in one continuous application to cover the surface in one step. It's quick and it's really easy to use. I covered all of the windows and doors and also faucets and anything else that shouldn't be painted. And here is the real MVP, the Wagner Control Pro 170. It's a high-efficiency, airless sprayer that is gonna make it so easy for me to paint my whole house quick and like a pro. You can pick one up at Lowe's in-store or online, and I have a link for you down below. I think a quality sprayer is very important, and also picking quality paint. The paint I'm using is Duration from Sherwin-Williams in the color West Highland White in a satin finish. West Highland is a slightly warmer white that isn't too warm but also not stark neon white. It's exactly the color we're going for. I did a few test sprays adjusting the flow knob to get a consistent pattern, and once that was dialed in, I was ready to go. This is my first time using an airless sprayer and I'm hooked. It's crazy how quick and efficient this application is and how pro the results are. When spraying, here are some tips that I've learned to get the best finish. First, make sure to keep your gun square to your surface, moving your arm parallel across the surface. This will give you even coverage. Next, hold your gun 10 to 12 inches from the surface that you're painting. This is a great distance to apply the right amount of paint. And third, overlap each pass by 50% to make sure you get full coverage and the best results. This tool you see here is a paint shield, which is really great for a quick masking of any areas where you don't want any overspray. I have a couple of 2-story walls, and thankfully I was able to utilize a couple of tall ladders and the 30-foot sprayer hose to get these high areas painted. The Control Pro 170 features high-efficiency airless technology that, compared to traditional airless sprayers, decreases overspray by up to 55%, which obviously wastes less and also just makes for a cleaner project. And all of this while delivering a softer spray, improved control, and providing a more consistent finish. If you are interested in this sprayer, know that it is also perfect for other large home improvement projects like decks, fences, and even interior walls. After painting the garage door, I opened it enough to separate the panels while it dries. That way the panels don't have a chance of sticking together. Like I mentioned, I'm not painting the rocks, so I masked them off with the same masking film that I used on the windows and doors. At this point, I could finally start taking off the masking film around the house and get a good look at the fresh new update. The last thing I wanted to do for now was to take down these old exterior lights and replace them with modern recessed lighting. I added one in this soffit and one in the entry porch, and I plan to add some more to other areas of the front soon. And with that done, let's check out how the house looked before. Lots of pale yellow that looked dingy and dated, and lots of brown trim that also looked dated, hadn't been painted well, and made our house dark and our covered areas even darker. And here we are now. We absolutely love this update. The brown and yellow are finally gone and the white is fresh and a much more modern color. The warm white works super well with the rocks and it really brightens up our carport and our covered back porch. And really the whole house. We have lots of tall trees, so it's nice to brighten up the house in all of this shade. The end result of this paint job is amazing, and thanks to my Wagner sprayer, it was done quick and it really looks like a professional job. I hope you are inspired to update your house too. And stay tuned because I have more exterior projects coming, like replacing the windows, adding cedar posts to the porches, landscaping the front yard, a new fence, and lots more. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next project.